Hello YouTube friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a mani with these beautiful new dips that I bought from Soul Dips, and my almost 1-year-old here is making her debut, as you can hear. So I'm gonna get started, and this little cute desk vacuum that I got, I'll link for you below. Super cheap, Amazon, but it helps keep my workspace clean. So I'll show you guys that in case you're interested. I'm just gonna gloss over my prep here. I did do a prep video recently, so I will link that video below. So after cleaning up my any invisible cuticle that might be left behind, I am buffing here very lightly, just going over mostly around the cuticle, and this just helps get rid of any shine. But make sure if you're doing this to do it very lightly, because you don't want to start buffing off layers of nail or anything like that. And I did soak off yesterday, one day before recording this video, and so I dehydrated with 91% alcohol. And isn't this so cute? This is my little nail finger rest that my son made me because he knew that I wanted one, so he made it out of clay. And I'm using my pH prep. So sorry it's loud here, guys. I do not have a studio. I have 5 kids, and yes, no more explanations needed. So I am going in with my pH prep that helps prevent lifting. And here is my base liquid, and I've been really enjoying this base liquid by Mani Boss. It is, I guess, a slower drying liquid, and I'm putting down a layer of base before I begin. I've been doing that so I don't have to buff as much. It kind of helps everything adhere. And I'm also trying out this new peel base from Revel. I bought all these products. This is not sponsored or anything, but I'm trying this. This is the first time I try this peel base, and I'm a little nervous, to be honest. I don't know how it's going to perform. I've heard things about it, like I've heard that it stays on super well, and I'm not concerned if I have to soak off. I don't mind, so we'll see. I'll report back and let you guys know. So here are my Soul dips, and I just love the names that Soul comes up with for each of her dips. They're so cute, and I'm in love with these colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in my cupcake liners, just so that I can dip into them easier. Guys, are you seeing these gorgeous colors? Oh my goodness. This rose gold, this definitely, you have to see it in person to appreciate all the glittery beauty of it. It's just such a gorgeous color, different sized, I guess, what are those called? They're like they look like sequins, but they're all different sizes. So I'm gonna start, and today I am doing the famous or infamous TikTok apex method. I've been doing this is probably my 3rd mani with that method, and it's been working out. So if you guys have heard of the apex method, it's basically you start at, I guess, the top with your base, and then you start dipping all the way until you get to your cuticle line, so that your cuticles aren't super thick. But the TikTok apex method that people have been talking about is you do 1 full dip and then you start the apex method. So building an apex is kind of important for strength for your nails, especially especially if you have longer nails. And also it gives you that nice apex instead of having versus having a flat nail bed. And that does give you more strength. My nails are pretty long for me right now. I've been growing them out. So I do appreciate having that extra support. And also, I really don't like the look of flat nails. They're not, I just don't like it. So this has been helping me with that. And also, I feel like with the TikTok apex method, I feel like the mani or the dip adheres better. So I really don't get lifting the way that I used to. I think I'm not getting lifting the way that I used to for a couple of reasons. First, I've been really paying attention to my prep. So the 91% alcohol that I use to cleanse my nails is super important because I was using 70% before, and that has water mixed into it. So when you're dipping, if you have water in your nails, if you've washed your hands recently, your nails still kind of soak that water up. It takes a while to dehydrate from the water, and then your product is not going to adhere in the same way. So I've been using the 91% alcohol for cleansing, then the pH prep, then that first layer of base, and then the TikTok apex method. I think all those things are working together. At least I've noticed, because my last mani lasted 2 weeks. And then there was just a lot of growth, and I wanted to soak off because it was just too long for me. I was waiting to use my new Soul Dips. Getting into my rose gold. And so as you can see, for my pinky, since I'm doing a complete rose gold dip over it, I built my apex with clear. Clear is the strongest powder because it doesn't have it's not compromised by hi baby, by the color, so it's just pretty much pure acrylic, just very finely milled because it's a dip powder. And so I built the apex with that. I only wanted one full dip of rose gold because these type of dips, the chunky dips, they're very difficult to remove. So this way I can just file it off, and then I have all the clear underneath protecting my natural nail. I can file off the top, and then when I soak off, or hopefully if the peel base works, it'll just make it easier either way. But this dip is so full coverage. I only needed one dip anyways. So I'm just tapping lightly, making sure all the glitters and things are lying down flat. And you can also use a toothpick to place any glitters where you want them for the look that you're going for, the effect that you like best. And then I'm going to, what am I doing next? Let me see. Okay, so here's the ombre. Oh no, baby. The ombre. I don't know if I think I've done this. I've done an ombre before, but from the tip, from the free edge of the nail. So I've never done it from the cuticle line, from the cuticle. And I was actually inspired to do this by Rachel Schmitz, I think is how you pronounce her name. I will link her below. And she's just really brilliant. Her manis are gorgeous. She started her own dip company as well. So I will link her if you guys are interested in seeing her stuff. But she had some similar colors, I feel like, and the theme of one of her manis that I saw on Instagram is what inspired this look. I am using a little makeup brush. These are these like Wet n Wild little eyeshadow brushes, which are super, super cheap, like 99 cents. And yeah, so I love how this turned out. I haven't really attempted it before, so this is my first time doing a cuticle ombre. So, and then after I do this, I will encapsulate with clear. So if you have a toothpick, I really think toothpicks work for so many things. Like there's all these fancy things that you can buy to clean up your cuticle line and to even things out, to place your glitters and stuff. But I just keep coming back to the toothpick. So I think earlier you saw me dip into my base liquid a little bit with the toothpick and then grab what size glitter that you want, place them where you want them, and here I'm going to encapsulate. Encapsulating is super important with the clear dip, because when you go to file, and you always need to file, but when you go to file, you would be filing off your beautiful glitters and sequins if you didn't encapsulate with clear. So encapsulate with clear, protect your beautiful powder, and you will be good to go. Doesn't this look like a hot mess? When I put the clear dip over it, it looks like it's covered in white. I actually had to check to double check and make sure this was clear, because I totally have reached for my white thinking it was clear before. A couple manis ago I did that and it was horrible. I just had to completely file off the white layer, but this is clear, and you'll see when I scrub it off that you can't even tell that you have a layer of clear on there. So again, the secret to encapsulating or doing a clear layer, and I guess to thin layers in general so you don't have super chunky nails, is using a scrubby brush. I used it over every single nail, even the ones that I didn't encapsulate. And the only thing you want to make sure is that your dip has dried. So you don't do that right after dipping. You do it after you've done a few nails and they've all dried. Then you use the scrubby brush and your layers will be perfect. It helps so much. And any cloudiness that you might be afraid of with your clear will be gone. So scrubby brush, super important. You can even use a toothbrush, works the same. So now I've activated, I am going to go ahead and file and buff, mostly off camera, just quickly showing you just a little snapshot of that. But filing and buffing is such a process. So, I'll link this, but I also really love this little brush cleaner. It really helps get off that pigment, because otherwise, as you can see, like there's sparkles, there's pigment colors, there's all kinds of stuff going in those brushes. So that and this little vacuum I love, I will link those below. I said before, here's just a little snapshot of my filing and buffing, a very tiny snapshot because it requires just so much concentration and I need to have my nails in my face to do it. So yeah, this is just a very small snapshot. And if you're interested, oh, I also love this little ergo file, cleans up the cuticle line, so good. But also, as far as like shaping goes, it's been a long like learning curve for me, and I've gone from, I used to love coffin shaped nails. I started off doing kind of square nails, but right now I'm really loving almond nails. And kind of a little hack that I saw, I think on YouTube or something, was just drawing a quick little penciled line down the center of your nail, so that when you file, you can make sure that both sides are even. And I tried that for the first time with these nails when I was just shaping my natural nail with my glass file, and I feel like this is the best that it's come out. So you should totally give it a try if you're looking to perfect your nail filing and shaping skills. So for my third step, I'm using Sparkle & Co.'s Glossy 2.0 Glossy Top Coat. And I used to use their base coat, but I found that it was so quick drying. And especially for like ombres, you want to do something that's a little slower. So that's why I really liked the Mani Boss. And I feel like having a slower drying liquid for your base really gives you time to clean up your cuticle line. So that's why I switched to Mani Boss for that. But for the activator and the glossy coat, I'm still using Sparkle & Co. And I'm enjoying the shine that it is famous for. So I also heard that they've come out with some new liquids that are more gentle or lower scented. So I'm really interested in those, maybe for the next time. So I'm really loving these colors together. I love accent nails. It just gives you like something pretty to look at on one or two nails. And these colors, especially, okay, this mauve color, I thought it was really pretty. The Woman, it's called Woman. And then the more nude on my ring finger, the nude color is called Señorita, which I really love that name. It's so pretty because you can't really tell here, but it actually has a shimmer to it, so it's just gorgeous. I think that's my new favorite nude nail color. I'll definitely be reaching for it again. Always remember, hi baby, always remember to cap your edges with your top coat. That is a must. It really helps seal it in. And I don't tend to get lifting from the free edge, so I think that's one of the reasons. And this is actually my favorite step at the end. After you're done, your top coat is dried, you wash your hands, you cleanse your nails, and then using cuticle oil to rehydrate those cuticles. And I basically put it like all over my hands. I use it instead of lotion, so I use it very frequently, and I attribute my healthy cuticles to that oil that I use. I actually mix up my own, so I'll give you more info on that in the description box. And this is my completed mani. I love it. I think it came out gorgeous. I'm so happy with it. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. Feel free to subscribe or comment below. And thank you for joining me on this little dip process. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, friends.